We're here with David Martinez. David, we're just going to go through some quick fire questions today.
Yes, yeah.
So, starting off, what is your favourite food?
Oh, Biscoff. At the moment, that's like top of the charts. I keep telling my dietitian when he asks, "Oh, what things do you like? I can find ways to include it." I'm like, "Mate, Biscoff. Not a single thing this entire camp had Biscoff." I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" But he's going to put some in for after the fight, so I'm like, I'm happy.
Is this the biscuit or the spread?
The spread? Yeah,
The spread.
yeah.
I love Biscoff spread. Put it in overnight oats sometimes.
Yeah. I haven't tried the overnight oats yet, but
No?
it's been one of the top recommendations.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I might get on that after this.
Yeah. How do you eat it then? Just by the spoon?
I actually really like it on toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, like you put it on the toast, it heats it up a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I've also tried those loaded cookies. They got like Biscoff in the middle, all type thing. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't too keen on it at first, but then my friend put it in the microwave, and I'm like, this is actually fantastic. And so, yeah.
I love Biscoff. I agree with you on that one. Who is your favourite UFC fighter?
Alexander Volkanovski, man. He's my boy, and like, it's been a rough ride for us Volkanovski fans these last couple of fights. Like, when as soon as he announced that he was taking that short notice fight with Islam, I was like, oh no, Volk, please.
You thought that was a bad idea?
It was a terrible idea in the sense that Volk's keys to victory come through his preparation, and then he's just suddenly jumping in the fight on short notice. So he doesn't have that prep. He doesn't have, like, I've been there. I've trained with him a couple of times during his camps, and just the level of focus that he puts in to his preparation, like just knowing that that's not going to be there that time, and I'm like, that's rough.
Yeah, it did become a bit of not a habit, but just became a thing. He just started taking all these short notice fights.
Yeah, and like the 4 or 5, that was rough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I guess because I've trained with him as well, so it kind of, it's like seeing your good mate get knocked out type thing. And I'm like,
It's not nice to watch.
it's horrible.
No.
Yeah, but I have been enjoying his sports bet ads. Like,
Have you?
yeah,
Okay.
I absolutely love them. The old man Volk ones.
Yes.
The one where he's concreting with his buddies, like telling them all, like, "Oh yeah, I was a UFC fighter and all that." I saw
Back
one,
in my day.
Yeah. I saw one briefly where he arrested some dude. And I was like, "Oh, there's Volk again."
Just popping up everywhere.
Yeah. So he's been hilarious to watch on those.
Yeah. He's good. He's good with media. Good with. Yeah, he's just an all-round good guy, isn't he? Good at everything.
He's a great
Good
guy.
at cooking.
Yeah.
Good at fighting.
He's just an all-around like amazing human being. So
Yeah.
definitely like when they say don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Well, Volk's the opposite.
He
of
is
that.
the opposite.
Like, if you meet him in person, you just gain a whole new level of respect for him. Like, he is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the same about you, Dave.
I wouldn't go to that extent. But,
Give yourself some credit. All right, moving on. How do you think you would beat a kangaroo in a fight?
oh, that's an interesting one. See, kangaroos, like, you always associate them with boxing, right? Type thing. But here's the thing: they're actually more Muay Thai based.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because they particularly got that push kick down very well.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately for me, I'm a guy who likes to come forward. So you imagine I'm getting kicked in the stomach a lot.
Yeah.
But I will keep coming forward, and I will grab that Roo's legs at some point. He might be able to use the tail for a bit of counterbalance, but I'll turn the angle on him,
Yep.
get him down, and then unleash some of the elbows that Marfan's given me.
Whoa. He's going all in with the kangaroo.
Yes, the kangaroo's going to cop it.
The kangaroo's going to cop it.
Yeah, you imagine that that little video of the guy who runs up when the kangaroo's headlocking his dog,
Yes.
goes on, freaking socks it,
Yes.
frees his dog, and then takes off like, nah. The kangaroo's not going to be standing there looking astonished. He's going to be on the
floor.
ground in a lot of pain and freaking. I think Peter's going to be pretty angry with me as well.
Peter?
Yeah.
Who's Peter?
Peter, the animal special.
Who?
The animal-loving people freaking who...
Oh,
yeah.
Pete. Oh, I thought you meant the
Animal rights and
person.
all that
Yes,
stuff,
yeah. Yeah, maybe we won't include that bit. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Dave, do you have any hidden talents?
Well, if I do, they're well and truly hidden from myself, unfortunately.
Just waiting for the day where they pop up.
Oh, well, you never know. If I get into the habit of trying new things, I might find something that I'm surprisingly good at.
Yeah.
But for now, no.
They're hidden until they're not.
Yes, it appears my talents are on display. And,
Yes.
And as well as my shortcomings in some cases, but yeah.
All right, moving on. Would you rather be a gladiator or a ninja?
Oh, interesting. I imagine I'd like to be a gladiator a bit more, because the more I learn about how the gladiators actually lived and everything, I'm like, I actually do kind of like that sort of lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah,
Which part of it?
Yeah, well, just the fact that they're essentially performers.
Yeah.
Type thing, but just in a much more violent setting type thing. But the fact is, gladiators didn't actually die as often as what you would imagine.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of them actually, they go through several battles and then eventually earn a freaking wooden sword and get freed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I
I thought
didn't-
they were all to the death.
I thought that as well. That was the impression I was under
Yeah.
to begin with, based on movies and all popular media and that. I
Yeah.
thought every gladiator was just destined to die there, except for maybe one guy. But even then, no matter how many times you kept winning, you'd eventually have to fight and get killed. That type of thing.
Like a losing battle.
Yes, yeah.
It really is.
Especially in that terms, because I don't imagine you'd be getting out unscathed, even if you were constantly
No.
winning.
No.
And the level of medical treatment back then was, quite subpar.
Limited.
So infections and all
Wine.
that. Yeah,
Wine
yeah.
for everything.
Yes, and some other things that are dubious at best. So you wouldn't want to continue for too long under those circumstances.
No, I don't think so. Okay, and Dave, last question for today. Who is, in your eyes, the number one GOAT in MMA?
I can't look past John Jones, unfortunately. I love GSP. I love Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva didn't have 2 weight classes under his belt. George does, but he doesn't have a title defense under. And I do believe the qualifying route with Jones having basically unbeaten record, despite some controversy with Reyes, but still seen as undefeated. 2 titles, both defended in 2 weight classes. It's unfortunately, MMA math adds up to be John Jones in my head.
Yeah. It's an undeniable answer, is it really?
Yeah, well, it's the one I logically look at.
Yeah.
And have come to, but I don't know. I can't let the outside stuff sort of dictate my opinion in that matter.
Yeah.
He seems like a pretty all-around terrible person on the outside, given some of the controversies he's gotten himself into. But what's that got to do with him going in and fighting?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
why
I
should
guess
that
that's
weigh in?
That's a separate question, I guess.
Yeah.
And Dave, I do want to ask you one more actually.
Yeah.
Why are manholes round?
Wait, what?
Why are manholes round?
That's a good question. I assume they were calculating on the fact that I might miss weight a couple of times, and so they made it round for me.
So what? So you would
So
would
it's
fall
still
through?
fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were designed all around your weight cuts.
Yeah, I'm just going to lean
Yeah.
with that because I have no idea as to why they were designed round and
Yeah.
not any other shape.
It's a random fact to know, I feel, and it is kind of like, why were they? But yeah, maybe I'll tell you after.
Oh, wait, do you know?
I know, yeah.
Oh,
I know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have all the secrets.
Oh, well, I hope you'll share that.
You win your fight, I'll tell you.
Oh. Well,
To be continued.
tell Mumford the money's going to be transferred by tomorrow, and I shall win.
Mic drop. You want to drop it?